Hi families, Lesley Jones here with our first e-newsletter for 2024, and we are really just so excited to have our families and children join us for the beginning of 2024 and to begin their programs for the upcoming year. And so in this newsletter we wanted to share with you some of the strategies that our educators use in helping children to navigate that change and settle into their new rooms and build new relationships with their educators and friends. And you'll find that information in the sections following in this newsletter. But I wanted to spend some time with you today talking about our curriculum in general. Our lifelong learning curriculum is a curriculum that has been in development for Affinity for a number of years. And really, we're now really amping that up. And I just wanted to share with you where we're at with our curriculum that we know is one of Australia's most progressive curriculums for young children in this country. And so our curriculum really caters for three distinct age groups. And so we have programs that are specifically written for babies and specifically written for toddlers, and then specifically written for our older children and our 3 to 5 year old school readiness program. And so our curriculum is really teased apart so that the work that your educators will be doing with your children really focuses on the sorts of things that babies need to learn and to be exposed to and explore, the things that are really important for their development and for future more academic style learning. So very specialised piece of work around babies that caters to the very special needs that young infants need to have in an educational setting. And then as we move on to toddlers, again, we've looked at our curriculum through the lens of what does a toddler really need to get under their belt and get confident with in order to really be ready to move on to our school readiness program by the time they turn about 3. And so then in our school readiness program, as you might expect, we have a real focus around some of the basics, so numeracy and literacy. But we have also developed some really bespoke programs to support our children to do the sorts of things that we know that contemporary school readiness really needs to focus on. And so we partnered last year with some external experts to help us develop some very, very bespoke and unique programs for Affinity Education. And they include our Big Thinkers STEM program, our Aussie Wildlife Champions program, which is a program around sustainability and conservation of Australian native animals and their habitats. And also we have our Positive Living Skills program, which we've partnered with that organisation to help have children exposed to things like emotional literacy and building those really connected social skills that children need to have for their own well-being and to be socially successful. And of course we have programs to support foundational aspects of numeracy and literacy in our school readiness program, and a whole bunch of other things that are super exciting, including a focus on inquiry-based project learning. And so when we round all that up, we know that our curriculum is a holistic curriculum, but it starts right from our infant rooms right the way through to our school readiness program. And so regardless of which room your child is enrolled in, they're going to have a wonderful year of educational experiences and being engaged and exposed in things that are really engaging specifically for those age groups of children, delivered in ways that we know are impactful for children. And one of our other partners that we have engaged with last year and continue to have a partnership with ongoing is the University of Wollongong, because we wanted to know how impactful our curriculum actually was. And so the university have partnered with us on an assessment platform called the Early Years Toolbox, in which we really look at our school readiness program and assess children in child-friendly ways around understanding exactly where they are in terms of numeracy, literacy, self-regulation, and also higher order thinking skills. And the results are in, and it's been very encouraging for us to see that in the first year of using an assessment platform to gauge exactly how well our children are doing under the lifelong learning curriculum, our children in that cohort of children in our centres with the Early Years Toolbox in place have actually really done outstanding work, and they have really hit above average in all of those really important areas of development and learning that we know are really important predictors for how children are going to actually navigate the change to primary school. And the exciting news for us and for you is that our assessment platform will be expanded in this year. And so we will have assessment platforms right across our network of services right around the country. And of course, our early learning, our lifelong learning curriculum is in place in all of our centres right around the country. So you can rest assured that when your child starts with us and stays with us, they'll be exposed to a really exciting curriculum that we know makes a difference in terms of child outcomes and makes a difference in terms of their overall readiness as they get ready to move off to school for just how well that navigation of transition will actually be for them. If you want more detailed information exactly about what's involved in each of those programs in our curriculum, there's a link in this newsletter that'll give you just a little bit more information in each of those age groups. So I encourage you to have a look if you don't quite know what your child might be going to be exposed to in the coming 12 months. And again, just welcome into 2024. We're so pleased to have you and your children with us for this year. For those who are returning, thank you, and we look forward to extending our relationship with you. And for those who are just joining us for the first time, a special welcome aboard. And we know that our teams can't wait to really get to know you and your child just that little bit better. So that's all for me. As I say, the rest of the newsletter is really helping unpack how we actually make that transition into new rooms and new spaces and new people a little bit easier for children as they begin to engage with our lifelong learning curriculum. See you next time.